Broadcast. Right, that's okay. Broadcast. Let's see if that works. Right, any joy now, he says, hopefully. Any joy, any joy, any joy. Do we just have something? just as Buzz is leading the race for the first time in, yay! We have sound. What are you doing there, Mr. Hornet? Oh my God. Oh man, the first thing you hear is me peeing myself laughing. I wonder if that counts as a cut track. That's brilliant. Well done, Mr. Hornet. You've seriously got to have a trophy for that one. I don't care what it is. You deserve something for that. And I'm just watching the replay of that now. That is stunning. That's got to be the move of the week. I'm so glad that we got that one on stream. That is epic. I want to know what you guys thought about that. Was that just the best cut track piece you've ever seen in a live stream? That is just epic. Anyway, so we have Mr. Buzzing Hornet, who's in a sort of lime green thing. Could that be a chocolate lime? Do you reckon? Anyway, he is now. So he's Buzzing Hornet in a chocolate lime, followed by Johnny's All Gold. I'm trying to remember some of these names from yesterday. If you can hear a cat meowing in the background, it's my cat Chester, who's just decided he wanted to come and join in. In fact, he snuck in at some point in time and he managed to get in. But yeah, fair play. So anyway, Mr. Hornet has found some form. I don't know where. Maybe he opened the fridge and he found, oh, there it is. I put it there a few months ago and now found it. Leading from Johnny's All Gold. Leading from Bowie in, what did we say his car was? I can't remember. It's a week ago and I've slept a lot since then, but it looks like a banana, doesn't it? Was that Bowie's banana split? I think it was, wasn't it? And then we got Melted Dazzer's blueberry muffin. Well, it could have been a blueberry pie, but it's a blueberry muffin this week. Followed by Fry's chocolate orange. See, I remembered that one. Followed by Bruce's silver bullet. It was a silver bullet, and you've just had the kiss of death. Nico is in a blackberry crumble. That's definitely going to be a blackberry crumble. And Chester, can you shut up? So anyway, Bruce's silver bullet is back there with Kev in his strawberry. Kev is definitely in a strawberry. Is that a strawberry cheesecake? It could be. And not to miss out NRP, because he was He was strawberries and cream, wasn't he, or something like that? Or was he a raspberry ripple? I can't remember. But anyway, that's what they are this week. So let's go back to the front. Let's give him some air time. Mr. Hornet, who's stinging his way off in this chocolate lime. Because it is kind of like green, isn't it? It's a very sort of light green. And if I remember rightly, chocolate limes. That cat is loud. You want to hear some of the others, mate? Seriously. He's little Chester. Chester, come here. He wanted to go out because he wanted a wee and he's just pissing on my wife's wardrobe. Chester, do not do that. Chester, come here. Come here, come here. He's just pissed on my wife's wardrobe because I wasn't letting him out the room. Oh my God. I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to tell her, she'll castrate me. I'll be knobless. I'll just pretend I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't notice. That's why he was whinging so loud. He wanted to go out for a wee. Sorry, Chester. Anyway, in the meantime, yeah, you want to hear the Savannahs. They sound loud. And I mean loud. Massively loud. Right, let's get out of the way. So I got the stream here on here and it's live, and the good thing is I've muted it so that you can't hear me in double or triplicate or quadruplicate or anything like that. But like I say, there's a bit of battle going on here. Shall we have a look at, see what Nico is catching up with Angie. Angie, what have we called her car then? Because her car's like a really sort of bluey car, and I don't think we've given it a name yet, have we? Could be a blue Hawaii, couldn't it? But anyway, she's not old enough to drink. So we're just watching as Nico is gaining on there. And also, I think Mr. Melted Desert is getting gained on. We might have a four-way split going here. No, there is a bit of a gap, isn't there? Oh, there's a 10-second gap. That's more than a bit. Was that a bit of extracurricular track movement there? I mean, does that count as track? I think you might have been pushing it a little bit there, Ange. I'm not sure, love, but we'll check that out in a moment when I see it on the replay. But it did look a little bit, shall we say, suspect. It did look a little bit wide. It looked wider than a fat woman's bottom. So, yeah, that is wide. There could be a stewards in that one, dear. That might be your first. That might be your first stewards, but that's okay. There'll be plenty more. You're young enough. There's loads. But credit for having the pace to go around the outside. Anyway, I think they've got to give some kudos for that. So let's have a little. Let's have a little look back. Obviously, most of that race ended up being sort of, well, yeah, didn't really work the way we wanted that, did it? Or did they just do something else and I just missed everything completely? I haven't really got a clue. But this is a short race. So, with a minute to go and 7 seconds, we got NRP in the strawberries and cream. Yeah, strawberries and cream. Or the raspberry ripple. Followed by Kev. I mean, we did end up losing some people, didn't we? We lost some good people. We lost Kev Grant. We lost Blank, I think. Which is, I'm sure he must be gutted about that. I don't think he's ever disconnected, has he? I don't know. Answers on the postcard to this address. Bruce in his Silver Bullet is in 8th. That's probably not where he wanted to be, but tough. That's where you are. In 7th, you've got Ange in the... Yeah, it's a blue Hawaii. That sounds more feminine, that, doesn't it? You're in the blue Hawaii. If I forget what it is next week, remind me. And she's obviously trying to catch up with Nico, but we got 20 seconds left. Let's head to the leader. The leader in his chocolate lime being chased down by Johnny's all gold. So it's all looking rather sweet. Forgive the pun. No, actually, don't forgive it. I don't care. So Mr. Hornet in his chocolate lime. He's really getting chased down by Johnny's chocolate orange. Johnny's chocolate orange. That's Fry's chocolate orange. I'm getting confused now. You realise what this has done to me? It's confused me. So Johnny's all gold. Barring any disaster, he'll finish second with Melted Dazza, who hasn't actually melted. But he is there in his blueberry muffin, probably. And he's being chased down by Fry's Chocolate Orange, who is trying really hard. In the meantime, Johnny is going to make one last dive. I don't think you're going to do it, mate, but that's a good effort. I'll give you that. So, let's watch. Let's watch. Is he going to give us a flash? No, don't do that. It's before the 9 PM watershed. Buzzing Hornet in the Chocolate Lime takes race 1. So he's going to be last in the next race. Sorry, mate. That's your reward, probably. Johnny's All Gold takes second. Melted Dazza, who didn't actually melt in the blueberry muffin, is third, with Fry's Chocolate Orange in fourth. Bowie's Banana. Can I say that? Is that allowed? It is now. Bowie, that's your banana, mate. You can make of that what you will. But it's... Oh, dear. Bowie's just rammed his banana into the back of Buzz. I'm not sure whether that's allowed. I'm not even sure if it's legal. Anyway, so Buzz takes the win. He takes the win in 1:38.6. Well done to you. That's a pretty good lap time and all, mate. So maybe you found your mojo again. 1:38.1 for Johnny, which is a storming lap. In second place, Melted takes 1:39.4, his fastest lap in third. But he gets a good podium, just edging out Mr. Fry and his Chocolate Orange, who was leading before the start of this race. But it might all have tightened up a little bit now. But that's race 1. It didn't really start well, did it? And that's not from the race perspective either. That's probably from my perspective. But we got there in the end. And we got to... And Bowie's telling me he'll shove his banana wherever he wants. Well, that's up to you, mate. But there may be some prison time being served for that, mate. But I think extra prize goes for... We've got to give special mention to Buzzing Hornet. 1, for finding his mojo. 2... for winning a race. 3, for doing the most remarkably audacious, amazing cut of any corner that I've seen at this circuit in my history. And I'm 52, so I've got a bit of history, do you know what I mean? But that was funny. Fair play. That was well worth it. That was well worth the race win just for that. And I don't think you actually gained any time from it, to be quite honest. I really, really doubt he gained anything from that whatsoever. So, let's put this into perspective. That's your first race. And in the meantime, I've got a really cold roast beef dinner. But, do you know what? I'm still going to eat it because it's food. Hopefully Blank gets to stay with us this time. Will we have Kev as well? As in, other Kev, as in Kev Grant. I don't know whether Kev Grant will join us as well. It's certainly possible, isn't it? I mean, because we're back in here again, I might just be able to send him an invite. But we'll see. So he's in there, he's in there, he's in there, he's in there, he's also in there, he's in there, he's in there. Where are you? Can we find Mr. Grant? Is he in there? Is he there? Says he was last online 21 hours ago, but I'll send him an invite anyway. We'll see. We'll see if that gets him back in or not. Because the more the merrier. We can get more people on this grid. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's only while I was just doing the invite, by the way. But we'll see where we go from here. Hopefully most of the guys are ready. With a bit of luck, we'll be good to go. So obviously, that was the sprint race. This is the feature race. And again, it's positions from race 1. So obviously, Buzz, after winning it, gets to start on pole. So it'll be as you were, effectively. Unless I've got it completely wrong, which at the moment is quite possible because I'm confused anyway. In fact, my confusion is confusing me, but don't worry about that. So, in the meantime, 30-minute race. Obviously, like I say, parade lap for the first one while everyone gets into position, ready to go. On the last corner, basically leader can go anytime from there on, in between there and the start-finish straight. It's up to him. If he's got any sense, he slows everybody right the way down to a virtual standstill and then decides to bomb off just to try and gain about anything he can. And as he did quite well in the first race, I expect him to go flying, crashing out at some point in this race. I don't mean that, of course. But you never know. This is Project Cars. Weird things happen. Usually. And it's sometimes with everything else. And I still don't know why there was no sound at the beginning. I really haven't got a clue. I just basically went through everything, redid it all exactly the same, and then it worked. But some people would have loved that, actually. It's about the only time I've ever been silent in my whole bloody life. Hello there, guys. Oh, yeah. You didn't show your mistake. No, I didn't do the warm-up. I was still warming up too. Although I did see it, but I wasn't showing it. Anyway, this is the start of race 2. It is a feature race. It is a 30-minute race, which means it's twice the last race, because that was 15. There you go. Maths lessons as well. 15 and 15 is 30. Now you've learnt. What more do you want? And I'm just eating a carrot, by the way. And it's very nice. Even though it's a bit cold. I know. He loves me, really. I know you do. I'm just such a lovable guy. I'm just one of those people. You know, I just ooze lovability. Is that even a word? I don't know. Anyway, so everyone's going to start off at, like, piddly speed. Unless somebody forgets and decides to just bomb off. And then realises, shit, we're not supposed to be doing that, are we? No. Well, everyone gets in position, and I wouldn't be surprised if this game, being silly though it is, if you had track limits on, that would have probably said you'd have to give the position back, even though he was getting into the right position that he's meant to be in. Is that confusing enough yet? Probably not. Anyway, so we're going to watch the guys whizzing round at not that high a speed, but we'll put a speedo up in a minute so you can see just how fast they are going. And we'll actually do that right now. And there it is. Yay! Mr. Melted Dazzle, you're not supposed to crash on the warm-up lap, mate. I know you're going to love me for that, but crashing on a warm-up lap is not a good idea. And we've got Blankfile in this race, so hello, Mr. Blankfile. Let's hope you can stay with us. I mean, he'd be gutted, really, because he's missed the first race and he's starting in 10th in the second, so I reckon I'm going to put my money on that he gets the fastest lap in this race. What do you guys on the chat think? Have a look and see what you think. I think there's a good chance because he's going to be pounding, isn't he? He's going to have a go. It's very good, thank you. And so are we. We're all good. You should come back, mate, and enjoy yourself. You're more than welcome. Get yourself back in. Because you know this stuff is good, don't you? I mean, what's better than watching it? Doing it. But unfortunately for me, my fanny tech decided to die. And it's going back to fanny tech to be repaired. And I'm using a G27 now, because it was up in my loft. But in the meantime, to keep me interested... Hello, Mr. Sheepy. And since when did hello have an N in it? Don't tell me you're drunk already. It's too bloody early, mate. Anyway, let's get to the front and watch everybody go like mad. Whereas Mr. Hornet decides he's going to run away and I want to get on this trackside cam. That's where I want to be. Yay. All the time, yeah, I bet. Life is one long piss up, eh? So, Mr. Buzzing Hornet in the chocolate lime is leading from Johnny's All Gold and from Fry's chocolate orange. Melted Dazzer in his blue, I forgot what it was now. It was a blueberry muffin, wasn't it? Yeah, it is now. Nico in his blackberry crumble. Angie in her blue Hawaii. Bruce in his silver bullet. Kev in his strawberry. Bowie in his banana split. Well, there's two bananas there, isn't it? Because Blank's got a banana as well. As he just passes Bowie there, or was it the other way around? There's too much yellow. It's far too much. Oh, did Blank just go wide? No, he didn't. He just took... And NRP in his strawberries and cream. So, let's have a look at the front there, because Johnny, I'm sure he's going to be all over Buzz's gearbox. Could you be all over the gearbox of a chocolate lime? I'm not sure. Anyway, there's some good little battles going on here. Last week we got very, very split, and this week on this circuit I'm hoping that we get a bit closer. So let's jump into fourth at the moment, whereas we can just jump back in if this damn thing moves. No, it doesn't want to. Thank you very much. Now it moves. I'm not sure what that is, but it's like oh man. So anyway, front two, this is a battle. There's a few battles going on, but we'll concentrate on the lead for the moment. No offense to everybody else, but 1 and 2 is probably where you'd want to be. But Johnny's going to seriously test Buzz's resolve in this one as he's flying around. So the all gold is flying, and just behind him Fry's chocolate orange will be hoping that these two battle each other and lose a bit of pace and bring him into the equation. But like I say, it's a 30-minute race, so anything can happen as Johnny goes a little bit wide there. But he's staying there, so we are going to stay. So what I'm going to do now, for the moment, I'm just going to see what this looks like. We're on the roof of Johnny's car, which has probably squashed him down to the bottom of the... he's probably grounding now, because I'm quite heavy. Chase cam. I hate chase cam, but it looks okay for this. When somebody's chasing someone else, it doesn't look bad at all. Oh, Buzz was under a little bit of pressure there. Might have given Johnny a bit of a chance to gain a little bit as they're coming around into these last two corners. This car's immense, by the way. If you've never driven it, do so. It's a riot. It's almost like if you've driven the Renault Clio in this game, and some of you might disagree with me on this, but it's a little bit like that in that the rear is really like a shopping trolley. It's got its own brain. I'm sure it's like independent of the rest of the car, but it is cool if you can master it. It's a bit like driving a rallycross car, I suppose, is another way of looking at it. But Johnny's seriously putting some effort into chasing Buzz here, and he's really Buzz under some serious pressure. He's seriously putting him under pressure. Buzz is trying to hold the inside line here, and Johnny nearly lost it there, but I'm led to believe that you can hold this car pretty well. Not that I've skidded it round a corner like that, but it is good fun. In the meantime, if I jump there, we now have three's a crowd in this party. It's a ménage à trois. You get to learn some French in this as well. Je ne sais quoi. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I don't know why, if you understood what that was. So the front three having a nice little battle here. There's a pretty good battle going in between 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a good little battle going on everywhere. It's pretty close, all this, isn't it? It's pretty tight, which is quite good fun. But no apologies for staying with the front three for the moment, as Fry's chocolate orange nearly melts a bit and loses one of his segments, but he managed to stay in. We've lost Blank again. He says he's disconnected. Now I don't know whether that's a left the session type thing, or whether he's actually just lost connection tonight. So he's not having a good night, is he? Part of his roof fell down the other day, and now his connection's going weird. What else is going to happen? True, it is always more fun when it's tight, and that also applies to racing. Very much so. I'm not saying another word on that subject. Feel free to comment on whatever you want, but I'm not saying any more. Otherwise, I'll probably be arrested, because the police have got nothing else to do. But this is a good little battle. This is a good battle, but Johnny's just pushed it a little bit more. And obviously, the more these two battle, the more that's going to play into Mr. Fry's hands. Very much so. And again, I will say this, apologies to the other guys during the course of this race, but for the moment it's a 3-horse race, and this is where I'm going to stay. And there is a little bit of a battle going on between Bowie and Kerb down. I think Ange must have had a slight spin there, because she's dropped back to 9th. So she might have had a slight spin as Johnny tries to make another move again. The front two seem to have more pace in the straights, and Mr. Fry seems to be catching up a little bit more in the corners. Or is that just me thinking it that way? it appears to look that way. I'm going to jump forward to Johnny a second, because I think something is afoot, as they say. But fair play to Buzz. Like I say, he's had a good first race. He'll probably be buzzing, forgive the pun, but he'll be buzzing after that first race. And again, he'll be looking now into this race now to see if he can maintain it for 30 minutes. And at the moment, he's doing quite admirably after 10 or 9 and a bit. So I'm sure he'd be pretty pleased with himself. I wonder if he swapped his Fanatec back for his Thrustmaster. Johnny was having a look there, wasn't he? He was having a look there, and Buzz thought, I've left the door open. But there's a little bit of spinning going on here, and that's brought Mr. Fry and his chocolate orange right back into this equation, because they're both under pressure, and that's bringing Fry's chocolate orange right into the mix here. So Buzz's chocolate lime leading from Johnny's all gold and Fry's chocolate orange. These three are really making this a sweet race. See, word association, it's great, isn't it? I don't know where I get it from. No, neither does anyone else. Johnny's trying to make a move there as Buzz went a little bit wide. I'm just going to jump forward again because they've just gained a little bit on Fry's chocolate orange there. He keeping having a look. I don't think he's actually going to go for it. I just think he's trying to put Buzz under the pressure and just try and force a mistake or try and double bluff him a little bit. That's certainly possible. As they go around here, Buzz gets a little bit of room there because Johnny just lost a little bit of traction on the rear end, which he's easily done in this thing. Well, I think this is good fun. One or two people sort of had reservations as to whether this was actually going to end up being a good car, but I actually think it is. I think it's decent. In all fairness, I think it's good fun. It's a bit of a leveler as well. Racing default like this, I mean, if default suits you, happy days. I know some people who suit default really well. Is Johnny's making a move? Is he going to get past? You've never seen a chocolate lime get its elbows and its shoulders out like this one's going to do. So Buzz trying to do everything he can to stay on that racing line. If Johnny's going to go past, he's going to try and make him work for it, isn't he? He's really going to try and make him work for it. But he's... Oh, that's close, that's close, that's close. I said that 3 times, didn't I? Did that make it any closer because I said it 3 times? I've no idea. But it's good and it's clean at the minute. Let's get in there. Let's get right in there. If I can move this damn thing, we can actually see what's going on. Let's get in here. So we are literally in the cockpit with Johnny as he cuts across. Oh, he's lost it a bit. Oh, is that going to give Fry's chocolate orange a chance to get second place out of him? He's going to have a go. He's going to have a go. That has seriously opened it out a bit. He's certainly having a go. Oh, that was tight. That was tight. I bet the sphincter muscle was working overtime there. Oh, Johnny's losing it. I wonder if his tyres. That's one thing, you don't get to see the tyres. That was one thing last week. Even though we weren't using proper broadcast settings, I still had these, but you had the tyres up in the top, and I could see. You couldn't see everything, but I could see obviously when people's tyres were wearing a bit, and I could see if they were flashing a bit, so whose tyres were on the edge and who was managing them better. So it kind of gave you a little better insight into how the guys are doing, because some people manage tyres better than others, don't they? I don't, I just murder the damn things. So again, it's interesting from this perspective. I like to give different perspectives sometimes. Chase, again, like I said before, I don't love it, but when you've got a battle like this and you want to have a pretty good view, it's not bad. Johnny's doing his rally driving around that corner. It looks good, but it sometimes loses you a bit of time. But I think it's who's going to hold the bottle here. Whoever holds the bottle wins, and Buzz has done a pretty sterling effort in the first 13 minutes of this race, because Johnny's put him under severe pressure at certain times, and obviously Fry's been there or thereabouts without actually really properly getting right on top and being able to apply pressure consistently. But there is time. There is time. couple of wides, but I think they're forgivable with this car, as long as the fact is it's not on the grass. And I think that's been said. You know, everyone's accepting. We haven't got track limits on, but nobody's taking the proverbial urine. And it's a case that sometimes it's... Yeah, you're probably right there, Jasper. Johnny is stressing a little. He was there. He was there for laps. He looked to be the one who was putting the pressure on, and Buzz was probably feeling the heat. But in all fairness, Johnny was the one that blinked first. So credit to Buzz for that. He's, as I've said a couple of times already, he looks as if he's found his mojo. Wherever he'd hidden the damn thing for a while. But he looks to have found it. So, let's have a look. No, I don't want to ride on his bonnet or on his bumper. I might get run over. Let's go trackside, see if we get some decent views. Sometimes we do. It can be great at times using trackside. Other times it can be bloody awful. It depends on the track, doesn't it? But there is our leader. Just reaching the halfway stage. Coming up 15 minutes out of the 30. And he is still there. He's still holding out. Angie's taking a pit stop. I don't think it's one of her better races. Let's jump in there. Are they changing tyres? She's probably thought, you know what, it's not one of my better races, but you're in 9th. You're still going to get some points. So hey, as Bruce's Silver Bullet is trying to gain on Bowie's Banana Split. I think that's a banana split. Anyway, it could even have been Banoffee Pie, but it's yellow in it. Yeah, true. You're right. In all fairness, he would stay there. It just seems, I don't know, just sometime in the last 6 months, he seemed to have lost his mojo a bit. Again, how much of that was real? How much of that was in your mind? A bit of confidence? Could be anything, can't it? Let's be honest. We've all done it. But it seemed to happen for a long time. Some of the issues were to do with the equipment. I know we're back to brake pedal registering because I've had that issue myself. And he managed to sort it out, but for some reason it just seemed that the Thrustmaster suited him better. As Mr. Friday is having a good look at Johnny here. Shall we jump back in there? I like trackside, but it's not the best for battles, I don't think. I actually think this is better for battles. What do you guys think? Let me know. What view do you prefer when there's a battle going on? It's like, it depends on the track really, I suppose, but I just think if you want a broad base, as much as I don't like the trackside view, as Bruce has jumped his way past Bowie into 7th, as much as it's not my favourite view, it just gives, if you're trying to look at 2 or 3 cars and you look at the rear car, you just get a really good view of everything going in front of you. So if something does happen, you get a broad-based overview, which I do sometimes like. That was a bit of a cheeky one, wasn't it? But again, don't think it was deliberate, and I don't think there was anything to gain from it, and I don't think anything was gained from it, if I'm in all fairness. But yeah, Buzzy's doing, he's turned back time here, hasn't he? If I could turn back. No, yeah, we're not going there, are we? But feel free to play that song if you really want to. Well, Buzz might play it later. So, as you were, let's just have a quick rundown then, as we seem to have spaced out a tad, don't we? So, while we've got the chance, let's have a little run through everybody. So, here's Angie in a blue Hawaii. It's not been her best race tonight. I don't think she got much chance for practice, in all fairness to her, because she's been busy studying, because she's only a quarter of my age. I'm 52 and she's 13. That's just wrong, isn't it? That's just not allowed. You can't drive that well, Ange. Well, she's Angie, really, but I'm just used to calling people Ange. So, sorry, love. You're Ange for the moment. You can scold me later. Bruce in his Silver Bullet is trying to battle with Bowie's Banana Split. And Bowie's lost a bit of traction there, so Bruce's Silver Bullet might get chance. Oh dear, where's he gone? What was that all about? I think that was a time warp, wasn't it? It's just a jump to the left. And no, I'm not singing that either. So Bruce takes 7th as Bowie takes a... That was like a jackknife, wasn't it? Except you're not in an articulated lorry. In the meantime, Kev in his strawberry. Kev Strawberry is trying to attack Nico's blueberry muffin. That sounds wrong too, but I don't care. So, Kev Strawberry attacking the blueberry muffin of Nico. We might come back there in a minute. Has melted Dazza in his blue something or other that I can't remember. It wasn't a blueberry muffin, it was a blue Caraco, wasn't it, or something like that. Fry's chocolate orange has lost a bit of ground. Oh no, I've given him the kiss of death. Good 360 though, mate. Fair play to you for that one. I'll give you that one. And I don't think you gained too much just by cutting that corner out like it wasn't there. No, I don't think he has, in all fairness. He's not used it to his advantage. Credit there given. But I'd love to see the tyres, because I'm reckoning they're a bit shagged, judging by what's happening. Oh, is that... What's happened to... What happened to Melted there? What is happening? I'm not quite sure there. So where is Melted? Did he have to give the place back? I don't know. I really haven't got a clue. I'm not sure what happened to that. Let us know, Melted. I've no idea what happened there, mate. In the meantime, Kev is still all over the back of Nico's blueberry muffin. He's trying to outbrake him into this corner. He's done a pretty good job of it so far, but will he get the traction out of it? Not bad. He did get a game, but I don't think he's quite close enough to get a bit of slipstream on him there. I'm not sure. It was Angie, wasn't it? Yeah, bloody hell, yeah. That's alright, it's just me being a mong. Ignore me. Oh dear! Nico's blueberry muffin is just like... Well... It's gone. I'm confused, it's late. I haven't eaten my roast beef dinner. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy either. What happened to you, Mr. Blank? I'm not sure what happened, mate, but it's not been a good day. I think you'd like to write that one off, I'm sure. Let me know. Was that just your internet tonight, or what? What exactly's gone on there? Because you don't usually have problems. Anyway, in the meantime, let's jump back. Fry's chocolate orange has lost a bit of ground on the front too. But again, fair credit to Buzz in his chocolate lime. The lobby wouldn't accept you. Is that like a nat type thing? That's very, very odd. I mean, it can't be because of my setting like this, but if we did have it again next week, then I'd revert back to what we did before. Couldn't accept invites from Bruce. Weird. That is very, very odd. Well, if we have something like that, you could from Fry and Buzz. Yeah, that's definitely weird. There's something that's got to be a nat type thing. In my thought process, I can't think of any other reason. That's just weird. But did the lobby bin you then in the end? Did the lobby kick you? Because all I saw was disconnected, but I didn't see anything else, so I wasn't sure exactly what had gone on there. But yeah, yours is open, so it's not going to be that then. Odd. Ah, right, so it discoed you. Right, okay. Yeah, that's bum. Like I say, if we have... Maybe it's just a one-off thing, but if it was anything to do with broadcasting and anything like that, then I'd revert back to doing it the other way. But hopefully it's a one-off thing. And it doesn't happen again, with a bit of luck. Bowie's pitted, not surprisingly, since the... Oh, Buzz, nearly. You've given Johnny the inside. He's got to take it here. He's got to take it. No, well done. Managed to close that a bit. Well, if we have an issue with that, then maybe we can change that next week. Oh, shit. What happened there? Who moved into who? Did anyone move into anyone, or was that just the two of them? Obviously, this might play into Fry's hands brilliantly. I think both came off okay out of that. I will get a replay of that in a few seconds, so I'll try and look at it better without missing too much. Right, so Buzz goes off on the curb a little bit. Does he touch the curb? And no, he's still okay there. Johnny's okay there. Yeah, Buzz catches the curb and it brings him across a bit. Yeah, I think that's more of a racing incident, no offence, but I think Buzz catches the curb and swings him out a little bit. Johnny's natural line is coming across to that side from taking the corner. So, but in fairness, it hasn't spoilt the battle, has it? That's the good thing. That's definitely the good thing of it. Because we don't want that. It's a good battle, this, isn't it? In all fairness. And like I say, apologies to everybody else that this has become a bit of a two-horse race, but why would I want to go anywhere else? This is what people want to watch, I'm sure. No offence to anyone else further back. I know Melta Dazza is just catching up on Kev there, but apologies for not coming to you. As Johnny tries to go a switch back out, in and out. Or in, out, in, really, wasn't it? You know what I meant anyway, don't you? You really do. So that's brought Buzz a little bit, but he's really struggling. And they both are. It's like watching Speedway, this. Any of you Danish guys, you must know about Speedway. I used to watch it tons when I was young. My dad used to go to White City in Manchester and watch the Speedway. I loved it. Anything with no brakes is always good. And there's one particular guy whose name I'm thinking of, and I can't remember his name. And I'm sure he was Danish, and I can't think of his name. But maybe you can tell me. So, again, these two, I'm just going to be a bit cheeky and jump and have a quick look at this, how far apart are these two. Nico holding on. Yeah, it's stunning, Speedway. I used to love it to bits. Still show it on Sky every now and again. Johnny's gone for it as Buzz has gone wide. He's gone wide, he's wide. Let's join Buzz. We jump in behind. I'd be gutted. He's held that for 25 minutes. But to be honest, I don't think this is over yet. I don't think this is... Ivan Major, his name was. I've just remembered. M-A-U-G-E-R. Ivan Major. I'm going back a few years, Jesp. But I'm sure he was Danish. I might be wrong. Google him for me. But Ivan Major. M-A-U-G-E-R. The guy was epic. See, again, now, into the last... He wasn't Danish. Damn. I can't remember what nationality he was, but he's one of the first guys I remember. Might have been in the 70s. I'm that old. Yeah, cheers. Let's see. So these three... It's a 4-minute race now, isn't it? It's a Roger Bannister. It's a 4-minute race for these three. Fry's going to hope that these two are going to put in one or two mistakes. But it's a good battle. It's been... To be honest, it's been good all the way through the race. So I'm sure the other guys will be a bit disgusted at not getting too much airplay, but you know, I'm not going to make any apologies for watching this, because in all fairness, this is what you come to watch racing for, whether it's real, whether it's sim, whatever it is. But this is what you come to watch, isn't it? It's just like watching the F1. You know, if two guys were battling, they're hardly going to bugger off and watch something else. You know, and let's just go and watch a back marker while these are battling, and Buzz is in, he's in, he's got the line, he's held it. Well done, that man, but is Johnny going to get the switch? Is Buzz held it? Buzz has held it. Well done, that man. That must have taken some doing. But this brings Fry back into it. Johnny's on the inside, Johnny's got it. Oh, Buzz is on the... Oh, Fry's going to go up the middle. He's going to go up the middle. You cheeky bugger. But he's up the middle. Oh my God. If we could hear cheering in his house, I reckon that's what... If we could be in his house, that's what you're getting. He's holding Johnny off. But Buzz might get back into this. This is mental. This is mental. This is what you want to watch. This is epic. Oh, Buzz, I feel so sorry for you, mate. Although the race isn't over yet. It is not over yet. Trust me. Because these guys must have totally shafted tyres. They must have. I'm just seeing a replay of... Fry going up the middle. That must have been like the parting of the Red Sea. I mean, it is Easter when times are biblical, so that's my biblical reference for today then. Oh man, that really was epic. I'm glad I had that. See, that's why you don't move off this race, isn't it? So as Nico is battling with Kev for 4th and 5th, but sorry guys, I can't move away from this. I cannot move away from this. Johnny's trying to have a look. He's trying to have a look on the outside. And Fry's Chocolate Orange closes the door well and truly. But Johnny might... He's looking again. He's looking again. Buzz is sitting behind here probably thinking, you know what, if you two guys kill yourself, I'm going to do exactly the same thing as Fry just did. But All he's got to do now, it doesn't matter about pace, does it? Hold that racing line. If you hold that racing line, it's going to be really, really, really hard to get past. As I say that, he does go wide. Johnny comes in. Oh, no, no. Buzz just catches the back of Johnny. And that wasn't his fault. Oh. And this is the last lap. There's 1:10 left. This is undeniably the last lap. That's cost him any chance of the top 3. So sorry, mate. I'm just going to have to jettison you from this battle for the moment. That's really unfortunate. But first and a third, not a bad night, mate. Not a bad night, and I'm sure you've enjoyed both these races because they've been epic. And you're third, you're guaranteed third. You've got a 12-second lead on Kev. So now it's last, what, 3/4 of a lap to see whether Johnny can pull anything on Fry's Chocolate Orange here. So it's a battle of the Fry's Chocolate Orange and the Johnny's All Gold. So is he going to go wide and look to go inside? It's all on the braking, this. It's all on your nerves on the braking. I mean, for Mr. Fry out front, it's all about not doing that sort of thing and going wide. But he didn't lose too much out of it, so it's not so bad. But Johnny's just going to keep trying to play bluff. But he can't do it for long. He's going to have to make a move. If he's going to make a move, it's got to be balls to the wall, and it's got to be now. It's got to be, you know, balls in, so to speak. How big are your cojones, mate? Oh, no, 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 no. That's balls to the wall. Where's Buzz? Where's Buzz? Is Buzz going to... No, he's not going to. Johnny's going to hold it. It was worth the gamble, mate. It was worth the gamble. So, the winner of what must surely be one of the most epic races in recent times is Fry's Chocolate Orange. Does Buzz get past Johnny? Does that happen? He does. Or did he? He did. He got him right at the death, didn't he? I'm trying to see that. I'm trying to see that coming around the last corner. I'm just trying to watch a replay of that. I'm sorry, that was epic. That was seriously, seriously epic. And I've just lost the plot for all the other places, so big apologies there. Yeah, because at that point, right, Buzz just takes that. I just see Buzz going there. He's just literally nicked it, and I've missed you nicking it. I hope you've got your own POV there, mate. If any guys can hear me who are racing, save your own POV. Certainly second and third. Save your own POV, please. I'm actually going to save the race. I'm going to try and save the race so that I've also got... I can jump into anyone else's view. Because I want to see that. That is epic. I'm saving that replay. Save my replay. That was awesome, wasn't it? In all fairness, that was awesome. So the winner is Fry's Chocolate Orange. Second place is the chocolate lime belonging to Buzzing Hornet, and Johnny ends up with a third. But for those first three, that was stunning. For everybody else, apologies. I didn't cover much of you in that stream, but if you watch it, you'll understand why. It's not often I pretty much exclusive run certain people, but I don't think I had a choice on that one. I don't think anyone's going to complain about me doing that. But yeah, that was epic. That's all I can say. That was really, really epic. Anyway, after that, I'm going to eat a really cold roast beef dinner because it's been sat on my lap for 30 minutes. But I couldn't not do that, could I? So, after Easter, you saw the parting of the cars for Fry's Chocolate Orange to take an unlikely win, or it looked unlikely, with like a minute or so to go. And Buzz, what did the lead swap hands 3 times, 4 times? Certainly the top 3 places in the last lap, everyone went balls to the wall, and it went very, very well. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you did, tell your friends. Let's get more people in this chat. Let's get something moving and get something going. If you didn't, tell me why. Because you must have loved this. If you don't like this, you don't like racing. I'm sorry, there's nothing else to say. Anyway, hope you had a great Easter. Stuffed yourself full of Easter eggs. Kept yourself socially isolated. And didn't catch any nasty things off anybody. And just enjoyed being at home. And then you get to do more sim racing. But until this time next week, I can't remember where we are. I got that excited, I just lost my thread completely. So I forget where we are next week. But wherever we are, we'll be here on this KC YouTube channel. So come and join us. I've been Motormouth. These guys have been KC. This has been epic. Have a good week, guys. See you later. Ta-da.